So here's what you can expect from the meal plans. I wanted to give you guys a quick tour on what you'll actually get in your inbox every Friday from me. So as you can see here, we have an amazing photo of these chocolate kind of like dessert ball things. I like to put a picture of one of my favorite recipes or snacks on the cover page each and every week because it's kind of like a little teaser. And then on page 2 and 3, I have the notes for the meal plans. I have guidelines on how it works, and then I usually have a specific weekly section that kind of gives you guys some information. So one of the weeks I have you say cook a whole batch of soup instead of portion specific. And in that, I tell you why. I say, why don't you go throw these in containers and throw them in the freezer for quick and healthy lunch or dinner recipes if you're on the go. It's good to have like a little bit of stock up in the freezer for snacks or lunches or dinners for those times where you just can't cook. And the next page here, it's just your actual meal plan. So you have photos of what they look like, because I always thought that would be really helpful. As you can see, we are missing a meal right here on Saturday. I like to give one night a week where you can either go out for dinner, maybe you're going to someone's house for dinner, or you have a bunch of leftovers from the week, which totally happens. Even though these are portion specific, it happens. Somehow I usually end up with a bunch of leftovers. So you can eat that here. And if not, if you are totally organized, you're like, nope, none of this is going to apply to me, double a recipe. Maybe double the chicken stir fry so you can have that on Saturday. And these days, they don't matter. If you don't want to have these black bean sweet potato burritos on a Monday, have them on a Thursday. If you don't want these cookies for first snack, have them on second snack. If you want your leftover day on Thursday or Sunday, whatever, just make this work for you. It does not matter when you eat this. I have a list of the macronutrients on the next page. I also say you can customize things. So if there's not enough protein in your day, if you are following a macro plan, this meal plan is not diet specific, but you can always add more things. So like in a smoothie, you might want to add a little bit more protein powder, or in a Greek yogurt or whatever. Make it work for you. The page after that, I have your printable shopping list with a checklist. This is incredibly helpful. And then after that, we have the recipes. That's it. It's so easy. And every single recipe has its own page, so you can print it out or throw it on your iPad. Really easy to read. And I have how many servings it makes. I cut down all the servings to 1. Now this says 2 because you're going to make double and it's going to be leftovers one day for an easy breakfast or an easy lunch or whatever you want to use it as. I do have it in the recipe notes. So as you can see, totally laid out, completely easy. It has the nutritional information, gives you an idea on what you can serve it with. There's also a substitution guide there as well. So there's a bunch of pages here. You get these PDFs every single week. I do them on Friday because I figure it gives you the weekend to do some grocery shopping. Maybe Sunday you can do some meal prep if you do that, which I highly recommend. And by meal prep, I mean, like, for example, with this, the vegetables here, you might want to cut up your vegetables for your snacks. Maybe put some guacamole or hummus or whatever you're going to use in individual containers so it's ready to go for your snacks, whether you're out of the house or in the house. Maybe cook up a bunch of chicken beforehand so you can throw in your salads. It's up to you what you do with it. Now, here's a couple key points I wanted to point out. If you don't like a certain food, that is not a big deal. I'm going to show you guys an example here. This is a week 3's meal plan, and there is baked salmon. Myself personally, I don't like fish. But that doesn't hold me back from this dinner and this lunch because I can sub the salmon for protein. You can substitute anything you want, and I am the pickiest eater there is, so I get it. So I usually substitute protein for a protein. So salmon, I'm going to sub for a chicken breast. And I don't eat tomatoes, but I will eat salsa. So if I'm making an omelet and it calls for tomatoes, I throw a little bit of salsa in there. Or if it's a salad, I substitute the tomatoes for a red bell pepper. You just kind of sub a vegetable for a vegetable, a starch for a starch, fruit for a fruit, protein for a protein. So it's something to keep in mind. I also have it is this meal plan here. These jalapeno pepper poppers. If you don't like jalapenos, use those sweet mini baby bell peppers. That would work really well for this too. Or you could also slice up regular bell peppers and just do it that way. Totally customizable to suit you and your family's needs. And as I said before, this is individual serving, so everything has been scaled down. The recipe's been scaled down for individual servings. But if you're going to be cooking for more than one person, double it for 2, triple it for 3, quadruple it for 4, and so on and so forth. And again, like these awesome fudgy protein brownies, I have you cooking the whole batch because I want you to freeze some so you have an easy snack if you're starving and craving chocolate and it's 10 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock at night and you want to run to the store and buy a chocolate bar. You can dive into the freezer and pull one of these bad boys out and satisfy that craving. So as I said before, these are going to be delivered every Friday. This is not diet specific. So I am not catering to macronutrients, low carb, no carb, keto. It just is what it is. You're just eating healthy and good foods. There are no vegan options. I hope to have that one day, but for right now, we don't have a vegan option on the website. And like I showed you, they're so easy, customizable to suit your needs. And if you guys have any questions, please send me an email at info@randadirksen.com. But for now, if you want to purchase this, just click below on Buy Now.